I have a schedule? Oh. Yeah, so much for that. How's it going, Roy? Well, welcome to everyone else. That hasn't been updated in ages. I updated commands, but I haven't updated that yet. Whoops. I think so, yeah. Yeah, I can fix that while people still filter in a little bit. Let me see. Nope, that's broadcast options. Whoops. Whatever, I'll do it later. Here, I can at least fix my bio. I'll fix any panels that might be out of date later. There we go. Actually, I can go ahead and remove Jackbox 2 while I'm at it. Haven't played that since October. Cool. Yeah. I'm working on updating everything. I'm also working on updating my overlays and shit, and also moving everything to OBS. Because Streamlabs sucks. At least my Streamlabs. I don't know what happened. I don't know what ticked off mine, but it's been bad for ages, and I just haven't switched. But I'm working on it. I gotta fix my about section too. Oh my god, I'll do that later. Anyways, we're just gonna be hanging out. Might do some channel reviews later. I don't know. I left the option open because I haven't done some channel reviews since like I streamed on YouTube. Still want to stream on YouTube, but you know, we're working on it. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. Good to go now. We're just gonna be hanging out for a bit today. I know R9's doing something. I was gonna join that, but I figured I'd stream. I'm here to chill and talk, just talking about, just playing the show. What are you about to be playing? I don't know what I'm gonna be playing, if I'm playing anything. I got some options. I know I just put out a poll in my Discord a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, gauging some interest on some indie games I have. I don't know if I'll play those tonight, but I'm planning on playing whatever one. I think Project Grove won, so I'm at least gonna play that. Today, I don't know. I might hop on some Minecraft. I might play some Subnautica. I don't know. I've wanted to get back into Subnautica, but I've just never had like. It doesn't feel like a stream game, which is my issue. But I want to stream it because like it's fun to see me live react. I joined the other thing and just watching movies and not talking. Oh, okay. Hi Joe, I'm dying. What happened, Harper Gaming? And why are you not a mod? Did I time you out again? Or is that just... Okay, it's being dumb, alright. Cool, let me fix that. I don't know why you're not... I probably timed you out for a funny and never remodded you. Or you're just not showing your sword for some reason in my chat. I don't know, you're modded now. Whatever the case may be. Oh shit, let me switch screens. I didn't realize I was still on starting soon. Boy. That's the wrong screen. That screen. Let's go. Here come the comb your hair tweet. Here come the comb your hair chats. Hello, how's it going? Hi. How's it going? I'm just ripping thing off brand. See that new horror game, The Quarry? It looks fire. I heard it's like a, what is it? Until Dawn? Comb your hair. There it is. The funny thing is, I try every day. And it never works. It always eventually just becomes this again. I'm ripping off things so Cook Brand doesn't get free promotion here. Hold on, let me just use a thing I don't think is allowed on Twitch. Let me make sure it's off camera. Because I'm just trying to rip this brand off. I don't want to spend that much time on it. Oh. Hi, Jesus. I saw your message and I'm not going to read it because even though it's funny. We're just gonna be hanging out. I might play a game. I don't know. I don't know yet. Make sure is it on screen. Okay, cool. We're chilling. Okay. I'm about to go order a fire from you, then sleep. Hey, I can chill that out now. Let's go. Seamless transition. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go. Wait a minute. Second Dawn is very good, but I still think Until Dawn's better. That's cool. I might check it out. Watching Jeff play, it looks fire. I'll check it out. Let's see. Will this work the way I want it to? It will! Haha! Schwab! Bam! Look! Look! Actually, well, let me go to my gig. You don't get to see my analytics, even though you just did. Look! I edit on Fiverr now. Let's go. Woo. Talking about Queer right now. Did it just come out today? I heard about it. I think it's been out a couple of days. Hold on. Preview. That's what I want to show. Look. Fiverr only lets me post like a 30-second clip, so ignore that for now. But look, I edit in things, so if you want an editor, hey, I'm doing it for 5, 10, or 20? 20. No orders. Yeah, not yet. It's tough. It's fine. I've had a couple people message me, but one wanted me to do a political ad, and I don't want to dive into that, because that, either way, can get controversial. And I don't want, it's a game, it literally says, I'll edit your gaming video, so I just threw him to a political ad or political editor. And then the other was interested in clips, but I don't think they were interested in the like what I was offering at the time, which was clips. And then I switched it to full-length videos. Oh yeah, they do that. I've had a couple messages, just no orders yet. But I mean, hey, if you want a cheap edit, the goal of politics is not start a war for America. True. Pretty much. The goal of politics is not put us in war. Yeah, but yeah. But yeah, there you go. Woo. Here's this stuff. I'll do this for more money. More or earlier, it might be a little too late. Yeah. So there you go. Now I get to chill it out. Shout out Harper Gaming for that. Let's go. Another thing I want to chill out. I'm on Odyssey now, which Odyssey is a video creating website. All my stuff is here to this. Let's go. Getting canceled in Hypixel Bed Wars. I synced up most of my more recent content, and I'm going to be posting simultaneously across Odyssey and YouTube. Let's go. W's. Woo. So all my videos will go up on both. Just more platforms to be on, in case one decides to ban me, or demonetize me for calling out somebody who's ban evading. Pac-Man. Sorry, had something in my throat there. So, yeah, that's cool. That's fun. Close that now. Alright, cool. So yeah, if you want to watch me on a different platform other than YouTube, you can check out Odyssey. It's alright. It's still one of those alternative platforms to YouTube type of thing, type of shtick. But I've wanted to at least have my content on a different platform in case YouTube just randomly one day decides to ban me, which is impossible. So as long as it's somewhere, it's kind of the idea. Same goes with Twitch, but I mean, I do stream on here. All my VODs are on YouTube, so whatever. Let's see. Okay. We can play a game now, why not? Go play some Subnautica. I don't know. Every time I play Subnautica, I play it once on stream, and then we don't play it again for like a month. I feel like that's annoying. I do want to play. I want to get it through full playthrough at one point. I might just do videos on it, honestly. It's just one of those games where videos I think fit better. I can cut all the boring stuff. Try Minecraft. Yes, I have a whole video on it. I did it. I recorded it. Hold on. Hold on. I have to do this. It's funny. Well, the story's funny anyway. Hold on. Boop. Minecraft 1.19 experience. I recorded this, edited it, and got it up in 4 hours from when the update released my time. I think maybe 5 hours, actually. Around there. So that was fun. It was a decent video, actually, for the amount of time, or for how quickly I got it out. Pretty decent video. I've been on a Minecraft spree recently. And it's going to continue with my next video. But after that, I'm going to play some other games, like Gang Beast, some games that like were once big or are indie, on the channel more soon. Because that's the games I think I enjoy more. I enjoy to make more content on. Although Minecraft is clearly what does well. I'm not excited for Minecraft 1.19. That was a good one. Oh yeah, that one did well. I had somebody in the comments. They deleted the thread after the fact, but it was like getting philosophical about how it was part of the problem when I was just wanting better for Minecraft. So that was fun, but they deleted their own thread, so whatever. Yeah, I think the next one, I'm gonna give you a hint. Let me see. Yeah, let me just sort. Actually, can I search? Yeah. 10. Perfect. Problem is the wild up sounds like massive changes when it was not. Exactly. This one. This gives you a hint of what my next video is. Although it's going to be 10 times better than this piece of shit video. But if you want an idea, go watch that, I guess. That'll be my next... Either my next video or the one after that. I'm not sure yet. I've recorded 2. I don't know which one's going up first. Either it'll be a gaming commentary video, or this isn't my current channel. I was trying to make a comparison. Either it'll be a gaming commentary video or it'll be that. I kind of want to do like 1-in-1, like a more commentary based video than a funny moments vid, back and forth type of thing, something like that, or maybe like 2, I taught 1 type and then 1 type of thing. 1.20 got to be the end, right? I would think so. They're hinting at a new dimension, kind of, with that like portal in the ancient city, or what people think is still a portal, although they changed the name, so who knows. I'd like to see the end get updated. I think it's due for an update, like the Nether was. I still think they could have done another update. The one thing that I wish was a part of it was better. It was like new fortresses, because they definitely like stand out. Still, you can tell they're very old structures. But I think something like that is probably what's on the horizon. I hope. They said in the past, I forget who from Mojang, said in the past that they're not going to add a new dimension until they've updated the Nether and End. So I'm going to assume that 1.20 is probably an end update. I think it's the only way to get people excited at this point. At least everyone. Last time there was so you can't make a 4th one, right? Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure that came out after the that update. Was it 2015? Shit. I don't remember. Whatever. It was after that. I remember that. The statement was, hey, we'll do it after both the current dimensions are updated. I think a 4th dimension could be cool too. But I do think an end update is closer. Yeah, let me go back full screen. I think it's definitely closer. Oh, also real quick, you see that funny number? If it gets to 500, I can make community post. That's what I'm shooting for this summer. 2015 was End Cities? What? End Cities. Is that true? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It was 2015. I couldn't remember what year it was. Fair enough. Yeah. So 7 years. Yeah. Same trying to get 500 as well. Yeah. I'd like community posts because it saves me trouble. Plus, I can gauge some more interaction and stuff. I can get more community involvement on stuff, which is what I want to do. I mean, we're shooting for the big 1,000 by the end of the year, but that's a lot harder. That's like my reach goal. 500 is the one I think we can definitely hit. Especially now that it's the summer and I can like put out multiple videos a week. Which, I mean, there'll be a new video tomorrow. I just don't know which one of those I'm going to edit tonight. It's either going to be Minecraft related or like gaming commentary-esque related on a different game. I'll tell you that. I think I'll do the Minecraft one just so I can then lay off Minecraft for a little bit. Yeah. Like music for what's saying going on. Yeah, exactly. You're able to put out a quicker update without having to make a video. Shut up, JO3. I don't need to hear why Modern Mojang sucks for the 17th time. I know, I made the video. Another video of mine that's doing well is the creators ruining the Darn project, which is very funny. Because I've completely cut off from that whole thing. But it still gets views. It's one of my most viewed videos now. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Another video that did really well was the Castlemire Z vid. Both of them did well. Both of them hit over 100 views, which is pretty solid for me. Is there anything else I can chill out before we might do some channel reviews? If you want to get your channel reviewed, I'm going to change the title. Why not? We'll do some channel reviews, and then we'll play a game. How about that? That's caps lock. Whoops. Channel reviews. Exclamation point. Review. Perfect. If you want a channel review, the exclamation point review, I think I had it. Please work. Thank fuck. Cool. Why not? We'll let those start running. If we don't get the ones some till later, then I'll do them later. We can play a game instead. In the meantime, I'll look at what game we want to play. Let's see. Could do some Subnautica, like I said. Some Minecraft is an option. Could do some Stardew's installed. That's an option. Could finish Skywalker Saga. I still need to finish the sequels. Haven't done that because I haven't really had the chance to play Funny Lego Game. I've been playing other things and making videos and such. Okay. Let me see. Have that up in case anyone stops by. I figure that probably won't happen this stream. I figure that's a thing that'll have to take time to get some submissions. Should react to the Warden lore videos. Are there Warden lore videos already? I've watched one on the new disc, but I haven't watched one on the Warden. And then that one kind of has some lore about it. Let me see. I'm okay to do that instead. For now. I'm down to just hang out and react to some stuff. If that's what people want to see, I'm down. Next stream we'll be playing the Project Probe or whatever, that one nut bowl. Reacting to Minecraft Roar. No, Roar? Roar, yep, Lore. Reacting to Minecraft Lore, I guess. Minecraft 1.19 lore. We'll just spell that all the way out. YouTube channel reviews later. Perfect. Is it? I'm about to get rickrolled, aren't I? Oh no. Okay, cool. I wouldn't put it past anyone. Solving the Minecraft Warden. By, oh, what's his name? Like Whiffies or whatever. I've seen him before. Yeah, we'll check this out. Don't copyright claim me, please. Please. Alright. Cool. Yeah, let me move my webcam. Hold on. Go full screen. We'll move me. I don't know where to go. I guess maybe this will be a good spot. We'll see. If I need to move myself, I will. Let me turn the background music. Let me mute that real quick. Cool. Alright, this is solving the Minecraft Warden. I'm down. Let's solve it. Oh, is it? Well, oh, it's muted, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. What the hell? I unmuted it, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Unmute the damn tab. Thank you. Alright. Let's solve the warden with whiffies.
I finally got it. I know what the warden is. This is a huge breakthrough in Minecraft lore. Well, what is it? It's an axolotl. It's a
what?
It's an axolotl.
Okay, so it looks like this might be... Let's just put myself up in the corner.
Telling you,
Perfect.
in the Minecraft launcher, there was a secret message that says the axolotls are not what they seem. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're wardens. But get this, if you invert the colors of the warden, you get an axolotl. Okay,
I feel like that's a bit of a reach.
But
yes,
the colors,
that is a very big reach.
But the colors are pink.
The colors.
Don't forget the colors. Hello Internet, welcome to WeTheory, the show that keeps its viewers in the deep dark about everything.
Ha! I get it!
Insane
Ha!
Minecraft 1.19 update, and the
I get it.
developers outright
Right down here.
confirming that there
Fuck
is
you, Whiffies.
intentional lore
Just
to be
kidding. Don't
found.
copyright.
It's no
Don't
surprise
copyright,
that
please.
warden theories have been springing up left, right, and center. But what actually is this thing? So stick around, as there is a lot, and I mean a lot to cover.
I've never seen one of these
Today,
just
we're
like
going to
in
answer
light.
once and for
The
all,
ancient cities.
what is the warden?
What is the
ancient
warden?
city,
That's what I'm here to
and how do
learn.
they
I
fit
want to
into
learn
the
this.
entire
Let me guess.
story
That's a
of
that's a portal.
It doesn't take more than a
Looks like a
glance to
portal.
notice that there is so much to unpack here. This update
Alright.
is full of information waiting to be deciphered, so where do we even start? Well,
Like the
let's
question
take a
marks,
look at
great
the
addition.
cities themselves. The cities offer a ton of subtle and not so subtle clues that help us piece
That's
together
true.
a picture of what went on here. The first thing to note is the material of the floor. All the pathways in the ancient cities are layered with wool. To the regular observer, this may seem like a random cushioning block, but it actually isn't that simple. Wool is a very important block when it comes to Sculk because
Makes
it can block
it
noise
blocks it.
vibrations.
I know that.
Typically, Sculk sensors can pick up sound vibrations
So far, this
and
is true.
transmit the signal to nearby Sculk shrieker blocks,
Yeah.
which can in turn alert and summon the warden. However, wool blocks can block sound vibrations from reaching the Sculk shrieker, and quoting the Minecraft wiki, Sculk sensors are not able to detect footsteps on wool.
That's true.
And this little
I've tried it.
detail is
That was
super
in the vid.
important to help us uncover the relationship
not.
between the warden and the ancient builders. Also, if it wasn't clear already, I'm going to assume that the ancient builders, the race of people before Steve, were the ones living in these cities.
I don't know. I feel like the ancient builders do exist, but I can't remember if they were ever actually confirmed to exist. Hold on, I need to figure this out. Are the ancient builders confirmed as canon? Because they're so interesting. Ancient builder, ancient builder confirmed as canon in Minecraft. I don't care about that. Has been the clear hand, yeah, whatever, shut up. Are the ancient builders confirmed as canon? Oh, I spelled canon with 2 N's. That might help. Okay, cool. It just doesn't fucking say anything. Alright, we're gonna continue to roll with that they're canon then. Cool, I'm down.
Not a race of wardens or something. And if you want to argue that the Illagers built this, well, I'll address that in a little bit, so bear with me.
That's an argument? I haven't paid attention.
In the form of chest loot. There are tons of chests scattered all around the ancient city, and the items inside them are more revealing than you might expect, specifically snowballs. Again, this seems completely random, but it's not. In the preview for the Wild update back in 2020, we see the Mojang team using snowballs to distract the warden. This is because the snowballs hitting the walls also emit sound vibrations that the warden can pick up and get distracted by. So the fact that there are snowballs and books of Swiftsneak in these chests, coupled with the fact that the floors are made of wool, tells us something very important. The warden and the ancient builders were not friends. This piece of information
You don't say, the warden attacks everything.
Snowballs and wool floors are tools to stay away
What
from the
only
warden,
like 4 mobs that do
the
so.
inhabitants of these cities from it. Whatever the warden is, the ancient race of builders were scared of it, or at least they knew not to mess with it. Otherwise, why would they have all these tools to avoid it? But this begs the question, if they did fear the warden,
I didn't find these rooms when I played it, but I figured out after
that
they
the
existed.
builders to remain in these cities. If the warden was such a big problem, why didn't they just leave and build the cities somewhere else?
That is a great question.
This brings us to another very crucial point. The where. The where, or location of the ancient cities, answers one of the most interesting and important questions about the lore. Is the Sculk man-made? And I'm here to tell you, it's not.
I didn't think so.
Probably. To figure this out, we just have to consider this simple
I don't know what he means by
observation.
probably. It's
Every
definitely
single
not.
ancient city is in
It's like a
deep
virus
dark,
on the
but not
world.
every
At least the
deep
way it
dark
spreads,
has
because they
an
can spread
ancient
forever.
city. Take a look at this isolated patch of
So I
skulk
guess he has
that's
a different
over
idea. Probably a
500 blocks
dimension.
away from the nearest city, or this
I
absolutely
assume.
massive pile of skulk over 250 blocks away. And on the other
Mm-hmm.
hand, I dare you to try to find an ancient city that isn't in a deep dark. Every single one will at least be partially covered in skulk.
They
So
have to
what
be.
does that mean? It means that these cities were constructed in the deep dark on purpose. The ancient builders who built the cities wanted to live there. They wanted to be around
Okay.
the skulk for some reason.
I'm intrigued.
Now, it could just be that the builders settled there because no mobs can spawn in the deep dark. And while that certainly might be part of it, I don't think it's the full truth. The builders knew what they were getting into. They
Why is
wanted
Steve
to
just
use the
rocking some
skulk to
pants?
their advantage. And we know that this is definitely true for other reasons as well. The loot chests in the ancient
Mm-hmm.
cities are filled with skulk sensors, shriekers, catalysts, and straight up skulk. It's not like the
It's
skulk
true.
is a disease that later corrupted the cities. It was an integrated part of the builder's lifestyle. Look no further than the pillars in front of the statue. These pillars don't look like anything special at first, but take a peek
don't,
inside
but they
and
have
you find
yeah,
a
they have
waterlogged
skulks in 'em.
skulk sensor responsible for
Yeah.
turning on the lights. The builders were using the
Yeah.
skulk to their advantage. Same thing in the redstone lab underneath the statue that has a piston door powered by skulk. Also, side note, I have no idea why these things are waterlogged. The only use of a waterlogged skulk sensor is to keep it silent, so it's probably just for aesthetics, but you'll have to ask the
Oh.
ancient builders.
I didn't know
means
that. That's
skulk
cool.
blocks are all natural.
I didn't
to
know it
an
didn't
extent.
detect
Part of
sound.
me
I
may
knew they
argue that
could
the
be.
skulk sensor isn't natural. I would like
Waterlogged.
to agree, but I
Right.
just can't. It appears in the redstone section of the inventory. It gives off redstone particles, and hell, it's even a redstone component. No way it's natural, right? Well, it spawns naturally. It can appear in completely
Yeah.
isolated veins of skulk with no
It can.
human
It spawns
interference.
when
It
the,
can spawn
catalyst-
as a result
yeah,
of the catalyst
spreads it, yeah.
absorbing souls. Even a skulk shrieker,
Yeah.
which in my opinion is the most
Can also
man-made
spawn,
out
yeah.
of the three, can spawn completely on its own in
Yeah.
veins of skulk. None of these three blocks are man-made. They can all spawn completely by themselves. And calling
Yeah.
these three blocks unnatural just because they're redstone components isn't too fair. In real life, electric signals are parallel of redstone occurs in nature all the time. Through lightning, the spin of the Earth's core, and even in our bodies through neurons. It doesn't have to be man-made to make redstone power. It can
Right.
be alive. This is showcased perfectly in the charge that pulses through Skulk when something dies on it. The soul energy or charge is literally providing electric or redstone charge, similar to how neurons in the brain use
What the fuck
electric
is this?
signals to communicate. But
What the
okay,
fuck?
if you're still with me, we established that the ancient builders
the fuck was that
constructed
for?
these cities among
Okay.
naturally spawning veins of Skulk in the deep dark biomes. But why did they do it? Why did they willingly set up camp
Interesting.
next to such a dangerous mob? Well, it's because they needed it. But before I
They
cover
needed
the
it for
warden,
what,
I
bro?
want to address one more point that I know you're probably thinking about: the pillagers. Ever since
I wasn't,
the
but
ancient
okay, I'm
city
intrigued.
overhaul in Snapshot 22W13A, something has caught the eye of
Is that a
every
mineshaft
theorist
within a-
out there.
okay.
The traces of pillager-like
No, it's
structures
not, okay.
scattered throughout the cities. You've got ruins that resemble pillager outposts.
That's true, I didn't
scaffolding
think
and
about
bridges
that.
made of dark oak,
Yeah.
and even these little areas with wool exactly
Oh, shit.
mirroring the wool
I didn't
rooms
even
in
think about
Warden
any of this because
Mansion.
I just
I've
played in
seen
survival.
many people look at this and conclude that the illagers must
got a
have built the
thumbnail, that's about
cities,
it.
that they were responsible for the creation of
I mean,
the
yeah, that's a
Warden,
pretty
but
good
I
theory.
don't think that's
There's
the
been a lot
case at
of,
all. Look at the
lot of
names of
close
the structures
comparisons.
that resemble pillager design. These wool sites are literally called camps, and the pillager
Oh, yeah.
outposts don't even have a distinct name in the files. Notice
Yeah.
how the outposts also don't look like an integrated part of the city. Not only is
Kind
the
of.
material obviously different, but it seems like these structures were built around or on the pre-existing ruins. The dark oak scaffolding doesn't actually make up anything new. It's just bridges used to connect the already existing crumbling ruins, making them easier to traverse. The blue-colored carpets are nowhere near abundant and seem like the pillagers were following the pre-existing example and adding carpets where they explored. And look at how the only places you find the structures and camps are on the outskirts of the town. Granted, this could be a coincidence across the few cities I've checked, but it certainly adds to the argument if it's true. It seems like the pillager society arrived on the site of the already abandoned ancient city and explored it, crossing the gaps with dark oak bridges and
Yeah, that
erecting
makes
small
sense
structures
because
wherever
at
they
least the
saw
ones
fit.
when I ran
There's
into,
two distinct
it was on the
civilizations
outside
here.
too.
One planning to live here for a long time, constructing saunas and
Okay.
ice boxes out of
Saunas,
deep slate, and
that's
another
what they
building
call 'em? That's
campsites
funny.
and outposts out of dark oak.
It's
But without
campfire,
further
okay.
ado, the Warden. The Warden is undoubtedly the highlight of this update
What
and
is
the
this?
final
Okay.
piece of the puzzle. Its otherworldly appearance is something never before seen in Minecraft, and it's the first time the devs have outright declared there was lore in the game. Those things in
Oh,
its chest
have
were
they?
confirmed to
Oh, I
be
didn't know
souls
that.
by developer Brandon P.
Or language itself, I obviously gotta tell a story. I think really fluent and priest despite being less gory.
Or
Oh,
King B-Dogs, who stated they were extremely
yo,
important
there's
to the
lore
Warden's
now? Yo,
disturbing and
canon.
unsettling lore.
Whoa.
But the Warden wasn't always called the Warden. In the early stages of its development,
wasn't, I
this
know
beast
that.
used to be called the Hollow,
was the Hollowed,
and the
yeah.
Skulk, the Hollow. Taking a look at the Warden's
Right.
early concept
Oh, I
art
didn't see
reveals
all
many
these. What the hell? I've seen the top one. Just from, like, Twitter. I didn't actually see all these. Oh, God. Imagine. These are definitely all going to be mods or texture packs if they're not already.
different ideas and a few continuities throughout all the iterations.
Definitely.
Sometimes the Warden resembles an axolotl, other times a villager, a wither, a respawn anchor, but two things are always consistent. The first is the core. Across almost every design of the Warden, there is a centerpiece in its chest, a core that has to have some significance. The second consistency is the Warden always parallels the Hollow, or the Skulk. Referencing its early name, it is hollowed by the Hollow. If the Skulk is trypophobia looking, so is the Warden.
is.
If the Skulk is otherworldly and green, so is the Warden. It follows the same color palette because they're made of the same stuff, which by the way is Skulk and Bones. For anyone who thought this was Endstone, it's not. All the yellow and gray textures were confirmed to be bones by King B-Dogs. Even the way the Warden walks confirms this. It walks hunched over and sways back and forth in multiple directions. It seems like it's a loose composition of bones held together by the Skulk and some quote-unquote soul power in the center. It's my belief that whenever the Warden is summoned, the Skulk pulls together a bunch of bones and souls and constructs a new Warden out of the ground. The Shrieker, as evidenced by its design containing swirling souls, is a soul hub, or a reserve that provides the power for the Warden construction. And this isn't just speculation. The way that Skulk spreads is through death. If any mob dies within an 8-block radius of the Skulk catalyst, its death energy will be converted to charge, which in turn spreads the Skulk growth and has a chance of generating a Shrieker or a Sensor. Shriekers are much less likely to generate because they need a much stronger concentration of souls. They're the ones storing it for the Warden construction. The Warden is an amalgamation of souls swirling angrily inside a vessel of bones and Skulk. That's why it isn't classified as a mob or a boss. You don't need to kill it to get the Monster Hunter achievement, and the devs encourage you not to kill it. They claim it's a force of nature that shouldn't be messed with. That's why it doesn't drop anything worthwhile, because it shouldn't be killed. But why? Why are the ancient builders actively setting up in an area haunted by such a danger? Because it's protecting them. What if the Warden was a guardian from something even worse?
It's called
something
the Warden.
up above on the surface that terrorized the builders enough to go hide down below? What if the Warden was made to protect the builders from the Wither? Several more details scattered throughout the city make this argument way more convincing. The first is this infamous statue in the center of certain structures. This statue actually has its own file name and it's called
that much about it, to be fair.
Statue. A lot of people saw this and
these theories are insane. Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe I should do theory videos.
Statue, meaning it's all a portal to a new dimension. But I don't actually think that's the case. You know what else both of these statues resemble? The Warden. The resemblance maybe isn't striking at first, but if you take a look at the old concept art for both the Warden and the ancient city, it's pretty obvious that these two structures are not portals, but statues of the Warden's head. And if you want further proof, the statue was even renamed to small_statue. They took out the word portal. Now maybe this video will age terribly when a new dimension gets announced, but hopefully that's not the case. And these statues aren't the only place we find tributes to the Warden. The triangular shapes in the center of the barracks and small posts dotted around the cities resemble shrines. They're covered in candles which further add to this ritual and spiritual feel. The ancient builders are worshipping the Warden, but the final piece of information that sealed the deal for me is the mechanism of the Skulk Shrieker. The Shrieker activates when a Skulk sensor passes on a vibration to it, but the catch is that the vibration has to come from a player. A Skulk Shrieker won't summon the Warden unless a player activates the sensor.
Oh really? I didn't know
First,
that.
I thought this meant that the Shriekers were anti-player, and that some other race created it as a defense against the builders. But instead of thinking
It's gonna be against the ancient builders, somewhere like the equivalent, right?
it like anti-player, how about thinking along the lines of player activated? The builders don't want an accidental mob noise or chest opening to trip their sensors and
okay,
summon
that
the
too.
warden
Fair
for no
enough.
reason. No, they want to make sure that when they need to summon the warden for protection, they can do it intentionally through the Shriekers. So what am I getting at? The ancient builders, tormented by their accidental creation of the Wither, were forced to flee underground and escape. Some civilizations ran off and constructed strongholds looking to escape to the End Dimension, but others went deeper. They mined the deepest depths of the world where they knew to find skulk patches, the weird alien-like growth only generated at the lowest Y levels possible. They set up camp near the skulk, knowing of its properties in containing souls and harnessing death. They constructed cities around it, strongholds made out of the toughest material around them. They stored food in ice boxes and built saunas and barracks, knowing they'll have to be here for a long time. They constructed a redstone laboratory, testing the powers
Really
of
feel
the
like a
skull
reaction
and
you two right
using
now,
it
just
in their
going,
builds as lamps and as doorways. But
I don't have
finally,
much to add.
inevitably, a Wither broke through from the surface. The builders panicked, running around.
I mean, it's just because of how powerful the warden is, but the warden can. I've tested it on Java, haven't on Bedrock. It can kill 7 Java Withers if you can actually hit them before it dies to the 8th Wither.
Around in fear when suddenly one activated a Shrieker, and out of the ground came a warden. An amalgamation of the souls and bones of the builders who had died in the city, attacking anything that made a sound. A force of nature strong enough to take out even the
Force of
Wither.
nature strong
The
enough to take out
builders
anything in the
rejoiced,
game.
careful not to anger the warden, but thankful for its defense. Many more Withers roamed the surface, but for now the builders had won a battle. But then the rituals began. They had to keep the warden happy, right? They can't risk angering it. By force or by choice, builders were sacrificed to the skulk. They were killed by their comrades near the skull catalyst to spread the growth. The soul-infused skulk slowly consumed the entire city, fueled by the sacrifices in hopes to keep the warden happy and strong. The other builders erected shrines and monuments in honor of the wardens and their sacrificed allies. They laced their pathways and castles with a carpet to avoid purposely summoning the beast. The angry souls of the sacrificed builders coursed through the skulk growth, and when the alarm was tripped, the Shrieker sent out a signal, and all the vengeful souls of the builders and their bones were pooled together in the creation of something inhuman. Its tortured spirits attacked anything that makes noise, and in this case, it's just what the builders needed. The sacrifices continued, each time a new set of builders was offered up as tribute to the warden, compensation for protection, hoping to fuel its strength and please it. But slowly the population
This took a turn.
With
This
each
took
Wither
a-
attack came more
took a
and
very
more
interesting
damage to the
turn.
city and less builders to sacrifice. Eventually, the final builder was sacrificed to the warden, hoping to please it one last time as its soul joins the angry, swirling mass in the Shrieker. The final builder walks the city alone, maybe in regret that he's had to sacrifice all his allies to make it to this point. The final warden to be summoned is the product of a whole population offered as sacrifice, a collection of souls that seeks revenge, whether it be on the Wither or their allies who sent them to die. And as the Shrieker gets activated one more time, the city finds peace at last. And maybe the skulk is man-made. Maybe they engineered it to function the way that it does. It certainly explains the human priming and the fact that it can be redstone activated. But the core of the lore still stands regardless. By definition, the warden is a mob that looks over and supervises a certain area, which is exactly what the warden is doing to the ancient city. And the idea of a civilization slowly sacrificing their members, custom of the sea style, in tribute to skulk overlords, which their vengeful souls then combine to form the warden, sounds pretty disturbing to me. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, it really helps out a ton.
Subscribe to me instead. No, I'm kidding. So you can subscribe to movies. That is interesting. So the idea is they expanded the skulk, which is like a I don't know what you would call it on the world. Not a virus, but that is a good video. Lucas seems always every video I've watched of it has been pretty solid. Good stuff. I think his is the video. I think he made the video I watched about the disc. Let me see. Disc 5 maybe. Oh no, not him. Okay. Somebody made a video about disc 5 that I watched. That was the only one I'd watched about 1.19, but that's good stuff, yeah. So the idea is it's a Guardian from the Wither. Here, we'll turn the music back on. This is his theory. And they essentially became a cult and spread the Skulk. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if it's going to stand up considering they're definitely teasing a new dimension, but it's an interesting theory nonetheless. Huh. Maybe I should watch more. Watch more 1.19 theories. Do they have any more? No, he doesn't upload too much, it seems. Like a couple times a month, if that. Okay. Good stuff, though. Huh. That is interesting. Let me see. I just look up Minecraft 1.19 theories. Of course, Game Theory has one. He always has one. Well, somebody with 8.5k views and 500 subs actually showed up. That's good. I'll support that. Let me tab that up. I don't know if I'll watch it on stream, but I'll watch it later. For third thing that shows up. Hold on. Let me get tag it over. Let me clear some tabs. Don't need Twitter. Don't need that. Third thing that comes up is 1.19 a disappointment. You can't get a new one when the end is trash. Well, that's true. I guess we'll wait and see. New dimension and end update 1.19 theories. Well, there you go. That is better end right there. This is the better end mod. Played with it long enough to know that. I do think if we got something like better end. Yeah, let me look up. Oh, whoops! I didn't click a tab. Minecraft better end mod. If we get something like this, where it adds like forest, adds stuff like that, I think everyone would be excited. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but I think something better end mod is sick. I've used it. Yeah, better end is sick. Better end and better nether. If they were updated to 19 or 18 at least, that'd be sick. But I think they're stuck on 16 right now. I think. Let me check Curse Forge. Maybe. Let me see. Featured games. Mods. Better end. This one. Oh, it says updated 3 days ago. Maybe it is up to date now. Files. 1.17. Oh no, 1.19. Oh shit. Hey yo. Shit. It's updated, man. Might be worth if anyone's like wanting something cool to spice up the end in the meantime. Check out better end. I mean, you have to be on a well. There's a Forge version. I was gonna say you have to be on a Fabric server, but there's a Forge version, which probably is updated. Okay, no, the Forge version's stuck on 1.16.5. Probably because it's made by a separate guy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. So. Oh, updated / maintain version of better end to forage. Oh, people just took it and kept it updated. Is it actually updated though? Updated November 11th. Probably to 1.18 then. If I had to guess. Oh, still 1.16. Nice. Okay. But Better End is awesome. Better Nether's cool too, but I think Better End is the more enriching mod just because without it, the end is very bare bones. And I've been, saying that for a while. But Better Nether is also really cool. It adds quite a bit as well. What the hell is that thing? That is not part of Better Nether. It's a separate mod, I assume. But yeah. That's cool though. I don't know. Can we find any more theory videos I want to watch? The Warden solved a year ago. My ass. Yeah. How to find and raid ancient cities. Yuck. Okay. Don't think that's much of a theory. Minecraft vote. Would you if you knew what these mob votes could have been added to the game? Okay. Sad history of mob votes. We immediately got the mob votes. The warden's hunting us. Alright, that's a theory. Minecraft's getting a new dimension. I approve. I don't know about that. That skulk looking dimension looks cool though. If I had to theorize a little bit myself. I do think that should we get a new dimension through that portal, it will be a skulk-like dimension. That's my theory. I think the skulk did not originate from the overworld. That's my theory. But that's just a theory, a Joe theory. In cut. That's just Joe's theory about what the dimension could be. Let me see. Where do I have an at from? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, that's not too important at the moment. Gotcha. Should we watch this 500 sub channel one? I think so. We'll support it. Why not? We'll support it. We'll watch the theory on if there'll be a new dimension. This is from the snapshot from February. If it wants to... There we go. If we get to the portal and find the builders, that'd be sick. That'd be interesting. I don't know if we'll ever see it, but that would be interesting. No?
The newest 1.19 snapshot has just been released
I'm intrigued.
for Minecraft Java Edition, and it introduced the ancient Deep Dark cities. Alongside them comes the absolutely terrifying Warden mob.
Let's start playing.
Also added in this snapshot is Skulk, a strange new moss-like substance that appears to feed off of the death of mobs.
It does. I guess, if you want to call it feeding. Yeah.
This update is creepy, but it may not seem to hold much significance on the surface. But if we dig a little deeper,
Sound up?
appears
Is
that
it a bit
Mojang
quiet?
is
Yeah, I got you.
actually making an attempt to expand the
It is a
lore
little
of
quiet.
the game. Okay, but seriously, is Mojang trying
that's
to
a scam.
traumatize children? Like, the Warden is seriously straight out of a horror game.
I mean, is that a bad thing? I think that Minecraft could have used a new horror element and a new destructive boss that can ruin everyone's day. I'm not opposed to its existence. I think having a ranged attack is a bit much, but that's a discussion for another time.
You expect little kids to just forget witnessing this?
Yes. Or it'll haunt them and it'll be very funny. Yes. I very much do.
Anyway, this all began when I was aimlessly scrolling across Reddit, as usual. I stumbled across this post by user Ambery_NE. I'm so sorry.
Yo,
This post draws attention to a
he's green
large
screening
structure
that, I think.
located in the center of ancient cities,
if not,
which
still
appears
good cut
to
out.
be a portal. They also point out that this structure is literally labeled as small_portal_statue in the files of the game. This brings
Has
up
been
a lot
removed, so I mean that's the one issue with a snapshot video.
of questions. What does this mean?
The name has been removed.
Is there
from at
going
least
to be
Portal.
another dimension added to the game? How does all of this tie into the
He's chroma key in it. I can tell now. Yeah, I just noticed this is yeah.
lore of Minecraft? Well, let's do some investigating. While Minecraft doesn't have any
Oh, yeah.
confirmed lore, The theory that most people seem to agree on is that there was an ancient civilization of builders long ago
Yes,
that built the
that
structures
explains
that we
most
can
of
now
what's in the
find
game.
in our worlds. Temples,
Yes.
strongholds, nether fortresses, you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
We, the players, are descendants of these ancient builders, and we're the last of their kind in this world. From there, the big mystery is, what happened to these people? The game theorists proposed a popular theory that the builders were trapped in the end, and eventually became the Endermen.
I don't agree with that theory. I'm gonna be honest. I don't agree with that one.
But this theory kind of falls apart when you consider
Thank
that
you.
the Eyes of Ender are used to activate the End Portal, which is a resource that comes from the Enderman.
Yes.
The answer isn't exactly clear, so that's why I think that Mojang is trying to expand upon this theory. Maybe the ancient builders weren't trapped in the end, but instead in an entirely new dimension that we have yet to discover.
Now that would be different. Huh.
Let's take a look at the Skulk again. The way this stuff is spread throughout the world is rather odd. It can be found rarely in the Deep Dark in random locations, but this stuff is always found inside the ancient cities. This seems to imply that the Skulk originated in these cities. How could this have happened? Well, the giant portals in the center of each city may have something to do with it.
It's an idea. Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. The Skulk is
People
not
want to say
from
wing
this world.
Possible Skulk
It was
dimension,
accidentally brought here through these portals, and along with it, the Warden. Eventually, the Skulk spiraled out of control and ended up consuming the underground. Now, this may not have all happened immediately. By inspecting the design of the cities, it seems like the builders began using Skulk to their advantage. Some players have discovered that these redstone lamps...
I'll be right back, Jay. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'm gonna let the video keep finish. So you're entertained, but I'll be right back.
have Skulk sensors inside of them, hinting that maybe the builders were using it as a power source at first. Another hint is the brand new reinforced deep slate block, which seems to include parts of a Skulk catalyst in its texture. But these people didn't know what they were dealing with. We know from things such as Soul Sand and the Soul Power in Minecraft Dungeons that souls are a real thing in this universe. Skulk seems to have special properties involving souls, since it only grows when something is killed on top of it. And since wardens appear to be made out of Skulk, we can assume that they're created in a similar way. If you look at the quote-unquote heart of a warden, it actually looks more like a bunch of souls. Just look at the similarities between it and the Soul Sand texture. So, if wardens are born from a combination of multiple souls, then something horrible must have happened to create them. Some kind of catastrophic event
I'm back.
occurred here and killed many people off, thus forcing the rest to flee into the portal. From there, we're pretty much out of answers. We don't know what happened to the people after that, but maybe one day we will. I predict that in a future update, this new dimension will be explorable, and we will finally be able to piece together all of the secrets of our ancestors.
What a closing there. That's not the closing.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. I've never actually made a video like this before, so let me know how I did in the comments below.
That was pretty good. I mean, I missed about a minute of it, but it was pretty good. Ostau? I don't know. If I'm getting it wrong, my bad. Yeah, Ghost Brothers 2, it's a good video.
And make sure to check out the rest of my channel. You might just find something that you enjoy. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
You know what? I got you. Boop. Got you, big dog. That was a good video. I'll check out your stuff after stream. Why not? New creator to watch. Why not? All right. Let me see here. Turn the music back on. There we go. Let me check out the channel a little bit. Okay, yeah, he's a Minecraft guy. He streams too. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll check out his channel sometime. Oh, he did Below Zero 1.2. That's fun. That's just fun. Okay, no, I don't want to watch it again. Minecraft 1.19. Let's try just Warden. Or actually, we'll try Disc 5. Disc 5. Oh yeah, here's the one I watched. I guess 2, but one's just the sound. Boop. This one. This is the one I watched. This. Yeah. This 5 is very interesting. It's the first disc we've had like it since not 11, not 19. Very interesting. If you haven't listened to it, I would recommend. It's in my video actually. That's the funny thing in the 1.19 experience, but I don't know if anyone will pick up on first viewing because of the way I timed it. You might. You probably will. If you probably did. If you're paying attention to the background music, you probably picked it up. I mean, they're all music disc. So that's something I kind of want to try to incorporate when I do Minecraft. It's use like music disc and in-game music as background music when I can. So, yeah. Let me check something real quick. Okay. We could check out, is Minecraft 1.19 a disappointment? What went wrong with the Loud update? Do we want to check that out? We want to see what went wrong with the Loud update.
Is Minecraft 1.19 a disappointment?
Can. Why not? I probably agree with most of it. Why not? We'll check that out real quick. Sure. That button. And boop.
The Warden will come.
The LA.
Hell, what?
Wow.
We're just completely surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see. Yes, the fireflies.
Oh.
So you can see them roaming around.
No.
The swamp.
They don't show up.
If you were to take a look in the various places of discussion around this community, either the Minecraft
I like
Reddit,
that
Twitter
corner,
threads
the
with
leave
the
a like
developers,
advancement type
or a
thing.
YouTuber like myself's comment section, you may notice there is a rather vivid dissatisfaction being expressed towards this so-called Wild update.
Very much so. You can check out my video too. If you just do an exclamation point YouTube. If I just shameless self-promotion. Go make funny number bigger.
Dismissive, there is a phenomena known as the vocal minority, a loud yet small group of individuals who stand out among a crowd. When not everyone is talking, how do we know who agrees with them who are shouting the loudest? In terms of Minecraft's simply massive audience of millions upon millions of players, it would be truly impossible to discern the exact amount of players who share these feelings. But I can offer you my subjective experience. As a YouTuber who makes coverage videos of all the snapshots, pre-releases and other updates, I've noticed a rather large uptick in comments from unhappy players. Now, my videos alone
Very much justified.
the community as a whole, but I have seen
it's
the same
everywhere.
trend on Twitter and on Reddit
It's everywhere.
Now, not everyone will agree with my assessment of this situation, and that's okay. We all have our opinions and
What am I watching?
perspectives. And personally, I don't feel
What
the
is
need
this
to
monstrosity?
complain. After all, I've owned this game for over 10 years. All the updates have been free, and although they've varied in
back to funny
quality
video,
over
not
time,
crazy
overall,
animation.
I think the game has gone
Ender
in a
update.
decent direction.
I mean,
Our
1.20
art team
maybe.
is just so amazing. It's such a beautiful concept art, and as you can see here, the atmosphere is really different from the birch forest.
So what's wrong with Minecraft 1.19?
It's Cave and Close Part
We're
3.
getting a horror-like experience through the Warden
Cave and
and
Close Part
ancient
3.
cities, a new mob that can pick up items and bring them to us.
One of the
A
two new
gorgeous
things.
mangrove swamp biome has been
The one new
added with
biome
frogs
in the
and
Wild update.
tadpoles, and a whole bunch of new redstone mechanics through the sculk sensor and vibration system. And the cherry on top, new light sources and
That was
building
fun.
blocks, mud bricks, frog lamps, and mangrove wood. will be a delight to get creative with in this update. So what is the problem? The community always asks for biomes, blocks, mobs, and more, and we've got them in this update. So
Which is
why
true.
the dissatisfaction?
Because
Well,
it's
let
Cave
me
and Cliffs
give you
Part 3.
my take on the situation. First of all, we have presentations of the updates at Minecraft Live or
yeah.
previously Minecon. We get to see a preview of what the next update will be. This obviously builds up hype and gets us excited for the next big update.
This is where it all went wrong.
Failed over the last couple of
In
events
hindsight.
is not being able to deliver on these promises.
Yep.
What Mojang need to understand is what they share will be seen as promises to the
Yes.
average player.
Yes.
Not delivering can be tolerated, but we've now had a few fumbles in a row.
Yes.
So at the last Minecon, we saw the now cancelled Fireflies and
Yep.
the Birch Forest.
I've been wanting to do a video about the mob vote, by the way, since it showed up on screen. I figured I'd just say that. I don't know if I'll do it right now, just because I've done a lot of Minecraft videos recently. I might save it for a little bit, but I definitely want to do a discussing why it's a bad idea in practice. Not inherently a bad idea, but in practice it has been.
The theme was the wild, and the discussion the developers had gave us the impression that multiple biomes would be overhauled, brought to life, and made unique. This kind of talk will set players' imaginations off with all sorts of ideas.
Right.
They get to fill in
Oh, yep, the update we never got, and we're probably not going to get.
the blanks about what this ambiguous notion of a wild update will change. And now, 7 months later, we didn't get any overhauled biomes, just the one new biome,
Just
the
one,
Mangrove
yeah.
Swamp, which, by the way, looks
And the wild update.
fantastic.
It is a good biome. I'll give them credit where credit's due. What is in the update is good. It's the practices around it, and the fact that half the update was promised in 1.17. That is the issue of 1.19. It's not the update itself necessarily. It is a very small update though.
An open-ended promise and failing to deliver, I think Mojang have made the situation worse by shrugging off the lack of a birch forest in this update by saying concept art doesn't count as a commitment. This is a disservice to the community. It puts the onus on the player's expectations and doesn't take...
It essentially means don't expect anything because concept art here. This became reality, but the other one can't, so concept art means nothing, essentially. That's what they're going for. So don't get excited. That's what they're trying to say. If you see something cool, you can't be excited, because then you're just going to be disappointed when we don't add it, because we're Mojang. We're modern Mojang.
Responsibility for whatever reasons led them to not pursue the changes. Open communication and transparency is a strength. We're all human, things don't always work out, and I think making everyone aware of the change as early as possible would have been a much smarter move.
Yes.
And this all comes off the back of a huge and difficult update that got split into two halves.
3 parts.
And this has led to 1.19 being jokingly referred to as Caves and Cliffs Part 3.
It is.
That the Warden and Deep Dark
Cave and Cliffs
Part
Part 3 plus Swamp.
Part 2. It seems that Minecraft is going through some growing pains. Key features have been delayed.
No, it's called The Passion's Gone, and Mojang doesn't actually have the passion in it. They're not putting the passion into it anymore. At least the big higher-ups aren't. They got Microsoft money. They don't have to. In the marketplace, that is the worst thing to happen in Bedrock Edition, makes them bank.
Archaeology has seemingly disappeared, and bundles can't be included for parity reasons, as they can't get them to work on Pocket Edition. What also feeds into
it's like making Bedrock based off Pocket Edition was a awful idea. It's like porting Pocket Edition was the worst edition they could have ported. They would have, if they started from scratch, it would have been better off for Bedrock Edition. I'll stand by that. That's a video for another day too. If I ever do a Minecraft Bedrock versus Java video.
Dissatisfaction are the mob votes. Presenting a community with unfinished prototypes that they can inject their own expectations into is a recipe for disappointment. The mob you dreamed of will always be better than the reality of the one you didn't vote for. And with the community being relatively split on what to vote for, you will create more losers than winners, and those who win may then change their mind when they see the final product.
That's true.
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid,
No, it was the green blob man.
not just the tiny ones.
It was the Green Blob Man.
Since Microsoft took
And
over
every
the
other
game's
creator.
development, there has been plenty of positives to talk about, but it seems that the game's open development has been
But mostly
leveraged
Green
to keep
Blob.
Minecraft relevant.
Saying he's gonna
The
follow
release of
people who voted
updates
for it.
seems to
That was the
roughly
biggest
hit
issue.
the holidays, aiming for around 2
Yeah.
a year before the summer break and then Christmas holiday. Along with this, the Minecraft Live
Yeah.
update reveals and the mob or biome votes seemed geared towards creating hype and community discussion. In
Meant
other
to be,
words, to
yeah.
get the community talking about the game again, which
Mhm.
brings back old players and entices new ones too. This certainly started off well. The update Aquatic, Village
It
and
did.
Pillage, Fuzzy Bees and
Village
Nether
and Pillage,
update,
yeah.
all well received, but then the development couldn't keep pace with the promises,
Nope.
and half of the content of this update was originally planned to be out a year ago.
Yeah.
Now, none of this criticism
It's
is
kinda
aimed
tragic.
at any individuals within Mojang or Microsoft. The reality is, I know very little about what it's like to
well,
work for these
my
companies or
webcam freeze?
develop this
It
game.
did.
It's all too easy to imagine that game development is simple, but this is a game originally built by an amateur programmer in Java, which is not the first choice for writing games. And over the years, its codebase has undergone many changes. Along with this, the game is also maintained for multiple platforms, Pocket Edition, Bedrock, and other various consoles, with an aim for parity across all editions. It must be quite the task to coordinate development across so many teams of programmers. But anyways, that is just my perspective on this issue, one that I hope will be useful, and that's why I have a simple proposal. I think that moving forward, for the time being, it may just be a good idea to scale back the promises and update reveals
Yes.
of Minecraft Live and other events. Just develop the next update quietly and internally. Keep things under wrap and show us what's next when it's far closer to
My
being
webcam is
complete.
just broken.
Rolling
Nice.
out a big snapshot out of the blue
This is
full of new
fantastic.
features to explore and get excited about might even create more hype than the current method does, which would hopefully appease any
Amazing.
promotional strategy goals over at
Okay.
Microsoft. It would also give the community no room for false expectations. They would be able to simply experience what's next hands-on, left with no unfulfilled promises. And as I said, just for the time being, this doesn't have to be the new strategy, but I think it's probably what's needed next. And as for the fireflies, the frogs don't have to eat them, right?
Yeah.
If you didn't know, the reasoning that fireflies
Yeah,
have
the
been
terrible
left out
reasoning.
is because some of them are poisonous to frogs
Terrible,
in
terrible
real life.
reasoning.
I consider this a bit different to the parrot situation, where the player is actively able to feed parrots chocolate from the cookies, which would kill them in real life. Not something we would want to learn from a game. But the Minecraft frogs, well, they don't have to eat them, right?
Yeah,
Just remove
pretty
that
much.
part, not the fireflies. But anyways, if you
And also Minecraft being realistic after 13 years with makes no sense when it's not realistic whatsoever.
enjoyed this waffle on mine, you know what to do. Leave a like, support the video, subscribe if you want to catch more Minecraft content
Good
like
video.
this, and
Good
of course,
video. Whatever your name is. Hold on, he's probably said
not
it.
the fireflies. But anyways, if you enjoyed this waffle on mine, you know what to do. Leave a like, support the video, subscribe if you want to catch more Minecraft content like this, and of course I'd
I
love
don't
to
know.
hear your thoughts on my thoughts, so leave a comment.
Yeah, definitely good vid, for sure. Let me see if my webcam wants to work now. Does not look like it. Fantastic. Cool. Hey, stop looking at that. Huh. That's good. Shout out my webcam for being dog shit. That's good. That's good. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. Hour 11. Yeah. We're gonna call it a little bit early tonight, I think. I was gonna play a game, and stuff, but now my webcam's not working. I need to get that fixed because I have a podcast to record tonight. Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you for coming out. Do we have anyone to raid? There's no one on to raid. Tragic. Okay. We're just gonna get out of then. Thank you for stopping by. Check out the YouTube if you're new. That's my main platform. check out Streamers for Mental Health's current fundraiser. I think we're over 1,000 now of our goal of $2,000 raised through the Jed Foundation. And what else do I have to chill out? Join the Discord. I want to use it more. I keep wanting to use it more, and I never get around to it, but I'm really going to try to. And that's it from me. Peace.